What's going on, Doozers, and welcome to episode 26 on the Shadowtopia server. We are starting today off over in the shopping district, and I am in the tavern that we created last episode. Just kind of hanging out, you know, waiting to serve somebody a drink. I'm really bored. I'm really bored. And as promised, we are going to start today off by building out these buildings over here in the Tavern of the Seaport. So sit back, relax, and let's do this. So after about, I'm going to say, I think it was about 3 hours that Whitetop and I were working on this, and I could not have done this without her help. As you can see in the videos, I am garbage at roofs. Just absolute garbage. But that being said, guys, look at it. Look at this. I mean, Whitetop, I know, have you taken a look at this from a distance yet?
Oh, earlier I did, but let's do it. Oh,
So
wow.
imagine,
Like, holy cow.
imagine you're a ship and you're getting ready to go to port for the first time in months, and as you're coming up, you just see this area. I mean, this is what makes me so happy to be part of this server, because I could not have done this by myself. Oh, it looks so good. So we have our crane and our dock coming out into the water.
This looks amazing.
We have our little sea shanty over here. And as we come up through the bridges, we have our different little houses. So we have our taverns. Let's pop up. Now, like I said before, we didn't get to doing a whole bunch of interior design stuff. We've got our tavern here is done. But like this corner building, I don't know what that's going to be yet. A lot of these buildings don't have a purpose yet, and that's something that we got to work on, is getting the interiors done, figuring out what their purposes are. Like this one, it's right here next to the crane. So maybe the quartermaster lives here, the port master, or this is where people come to get their goods inspected and checked in. And I actually, this is the house, this is the one you built, like, entirely, so I haven't even seen the upstairs of this yet. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. So we're going to go ahead and get some of the interior work done, and then we'll start working on the armor stands, and all of that is going to look just like this. And boom. So that quick, we have made all the difference in this area. It looks alive now. We have people working on the docks. We have people kind of lounging around, maybe having a drink. We have some kids playing. We even have a couple of the girls from the server. We have Doodle, Whitetop, and JC kind of chilling out, spending a little gossip, you know, girl stuff. We have a fisherman sitting over here. He's just kind of hanging out on the bridge fishing. Enderware is on his way to get a drink. So it's just the minor little details that really give this build the life that it needs. We even have Doge hanging out in his little hut. And then when I logged into the server, somebody made me a dolphin and put it in the fountain. So I put Squiddy over here trying to feed the dolphin a fish. Figure that'd make the best sense. So we've really given this area some life. It feels like there's things going on, and it really makes this build just pop. Now, we do have a couple other things to do. I want to start texturizing a little bit. Maybe swap out some of the bricks for some cracked stone brick. Pull out some of the cobblestone and replace it with mossy cobblestone, just to give it a little bit more variation. But there is one other pressing thing that we have to take care of here, and that is building a ship. Now, I learned a lot from that last ship that I built. Now, like I said, that first one I built, that was not my ship. That was a design, I think the YouTuber's name was DeFroy. And, I mean, the ship was amazing. I loved everything. I tweaked it a little bit to make it my own. But this next one, having learned a couple of things from doing the first one, we're going to go ahead and build a second one. But this time, we don't have a pattern. We don't have a design. It's going to be all our own. So the first thing that I have learned from doing this is to figure out roughly how tall you want it. So I don't want it as tall as that one. I don't want a massive frigate like that. I want something smaller, something a little bit more nimble in the water, per se. And let's see, what do we got? This guy here is kind of looking at that. So I think what we want to do is we want to keep this in the bay. Yeah, we want to keep it in the bay. So we're going to have it here. Now, a ship would be pointing, let's see, we would want the stern pointing that way, or the bow that way, stern this way. So let's go ahead and start moving some blocks here. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come a couple underneath, and we're going to put in our base blocks. So our base blocks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, let's see, that's going to be a little bit, it's not going to be deep enough. So our base blocks are the one that's going to kind of decide everything about this ship. And let's see, we'll drag this one, drag this one more down. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it should do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13, 14, 15. So the way we're doing this is we're going to start out by putting in our first line of blocks. Now, our first line of blocks is the bottom of our ship. It's the ballast of the ship. It's what keeps it, gives it weight. Now after this, let me grab some air, gotta breathe. Now after this, what we'll be doing is we're gonna start slowly working this ship up. So we got the first layer down, so we'll bring that there. Now the second layer is gonna come right here, and this is going to go 1, 2, 3, we'll bring it to there. Like that. And now we can go ahead and eliminate these temporary blocks. So this is the part that's going to be physically in the water, keeping the weight of the ship. The rest of these are going to be what gives it the front. Now the front, we're going to bring out 2. And 2. And this just gives it a much more elongated front. So hang tight. I'm going to throw us into a little bit of a time lapse, and we're going to go ahead and get this built. So I'll be right back with that. Well, we spent about an hour and a half, 2 hours working over here, and I mean, this ship isn't as good as the one I originally did, but you know what? It's okay. It's my ship. I did this. And as you can see in the time lapse, while I was working on the ship, Whitetop added in some terraforming in the form of that beautiful waterfall over there. So this area is starting to really come together. Let's go ahead and take a fly around, take a look at it in its completion, and let me throw on our shaders real quick, just get an idea for how this is going to look. And maybe if we get lucky, we can even see it at night. So
yeah, this place is looking pretty amazing.
it's so alive. You know what I mean? It really is. That waterfall's awesome, White Top.
Thank you. Now that cliff needed something. Just the way the area was coming together, I knew it needed something. Oh wow.
Oh wow, good. Oh wow, bad.
Oh, look at that.
Now I know.
Everything was just, it just came together. I mean,
Now I know you
oops.
use different shaders than I use. I use the
I
Project
used,
Luma.
yeah, I used Silders. That looks pretty amazing. It just pulls the area together. I mean,
But gotta ignore the shulker, the chest monster over here.
huge chest monster. Yes. Holy
we'll
cow,
we'll
yes.
clean that up. So I think that this project is just about close to being able to be called done. There's a couple other things I'd like to do, just to liven it up a little bit, as far as getting in, a little bit more decorations, a little bit more variation in the stone bricks, like I said, by adding in some of the mossy brick and then the some of the cracked stone brick. But this area, it makes me smile. And then we've got the two dolphins over there. They keep grabbing everything. They really made life a little bit interesting. And then I saw one of them just like swimming up the waterfall.
This is my favorite right here, I think.
Is this Ducky chasing
Is
Doodle?
Ducky's chasing Doodle with a stick. He's got a stick and he's chasing Doodle and she's running for her life and you know.
I feel like Doodle's going, no, 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 no.
Yep. Yep, pretty much. Yep.
Either that or she's doing this. Squeak, 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 squeak.
I love it.
All right, guys. Let me start getting some of the materials as far as those cracked stone bricks and everything. Clean up this shulker box mess, and then we'll get to work on finishing this area up completely. So it's been a few days. It's past Thanksgiving already, and I wanted to finish this episode up and get it out to you guys. And I know I put in YouTube comments that I probably wasn't going to have an episode this week, and you know what? I can't do it. I couldn't leave it sit. But we were busy on a stream. We did a lot of stuff. So the first thing we did do is we came through and we finished off all of the terraforming and the additional decorations we were talking about. So we came through, we added some of the mossy cobblestone. We also came through and added some of the cracked stone brick. And as you can see, those little details, those small amounts are all that it takes to really bring a build to life. Now, I know what you're seeing over here. We have a lot of changes, so let's go take a look and see what that's all about. So during my live stream, I had said we really needed to do another one of these like beams of energy from the nether portal. And what I got when I was thinking about it, I decided... oh! What I decided to do was to actually make it look like it was shooting out of the ground, then it had just happened, so there's rubble flying in the air. And all that is just a bunch of different glass blocks that are shooting up into the air and giving us that portal effect. And then I did leave my haste beacon in there. I'm probably going to go through the server, the shopping district at least, and I'm going to add in speed 2 beacons the whole way around. That way everywhere we're running around here, it's a lot quicker. So we got that. That, again, ties into the area over at my village. And then we did start extending this dock pattern out a little bit more and just try to meet it in with the box of doom. Now, the other thing that we did, and this was on a whim, I was just goofing around, and before I realized it was already done, And I apologize for not having any video of that. But we added in this statue. And if you remember, this is the same statue that Ducky built when we were over at the giant temple. So again, it's just another way of bringing everything together, really showing that the world is, in general, a big place. So, now that that's done, I'm pretty sure we're going to go ahead and wrap this episode up. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me. And as always, don't forget to like, click, subscribe, hit that bell notification to get updated whenever I post a new video. I think last I checked, only about 24% of the people watching these videos are actually subscribed, and it's free. It really is. It's free. Just click the button. But that being said, guys, I want to thank you so much for your love, for your support. I hope for everybody in the States celebrating Thanksgiving this year, I hope you stayed safe. That's a tongue twister and a half, huh? I hope you stayed safe. I hope you enjoyed time with your family, those that could make it. And I know everything this year has been a little bit rough, but be thankful for what we do have. That being said, for everybody else in the UK, happy Thursday. Even though I'm pretty sure this video is coming out Friday. So happy Thursday, happy Black Friday, happy Thanksgiving. I'm DiamondDoozer, and I'm out.